I'm Hoop Smiles, and right here I have a smart hula hoop to test and review. This is not my first time reviewing something like this. I did review this auto spinning hula hoop months ago on my channel. Honestly, I felt that auto spinning hula hoop did not perform that well in that review, so it'll be interesting to see how this smart hula hoop does. Also, later on in this video, I will be doing a comparison between these two, along with letting you know which one I thought performed better. Now, before testing out the smart hoop, let's see what's inside the box. Here's the main components of this smart hoop, which also came with a contact card and instructions. Now I'm gonna show you how to put this smart hoop together. And if you don't care to know how this thing is put together, check out the timestamps I put below to the different sections of this video. Now back to assembling this smart hoop. To add more pieces, the easiest way to do so is to locate these black latches and unlatch them. And then once you unlatch them, you can easily just pull the hoop apart just like that. And the pieces you want to add, you can go ahead and just line up the little pegs and snap them together. Keep adding pieces until it is big enough to fit around your body. Then you take this piece and line the wheels up so it slides right into the hoop. And then you go ahead and snap it into place and connect it together. Then attach the metal clip and the included weight to the end of the rope. But now it is time for the demonstration. And if you didn't know already, I am a little odd here, so bear with me. So how you do this thing is you take it in your hand like this. You're basically just gonna toss it around your body. Go ahead and take it and give it a nice big spin like that. And voila, there it is. This is what the smart hula hoop looks like in action. And as I am spinning this thing around, I feel like it's pretty easy to keep up. I'm curious if I can get it to go faster. Let's see if I can get it to go faster. Okay, look at that, I'm getting it to go faster. And as you can hear probably in the microphone, it sounds kind of loud when I get it to go faster like that. Let's see how fast I can get it to go. Woo, I am really going here, wow. This is actually feels like quite a workout here. Success! I have no idea where that sound came from after I said success, but yes, this was a success. I had fun. It felt like I was getting a workout when I was starting to get that hoop faster. Now it is time to compare this smart hula hoop to this auto spinning hoop. I do feel like there is a clear champion between these two, but let's go ahead and dive into the comparison. Right off the bat, there are some noticeable differences between these two models. First off, this smart hoop here has multiple spring-like cushions that rest up against one's body, whereas this unit doesn't. Now I will say I do prefer having those little spring cushions on this smart hoop. It does feel more comfortable to wear this smart hoop versus the other auto spinning hula hoop. Also, another big difference between these two, this auto spinning hoop that I'm currently wearing, this weight on the end is fixed in place and I can't adjust it, making it go out further or making it closer. Whereas this hoop right here, I can adjust the weight to go out further from my body or closer to my body. I do feel like having the weight closer or further away can offer a different experience, and so that is a nice feature to have in this smart hula hoop. Now, one advantage that this auto spinning hoop does have over this smart hula hoop is that it did come with a counter to count the spins when you spin the weighted part around your body. However, in that review, when I did test out that counter, it didn't seem to be that consistent in its counting function. However, even if the counter function worked consistently in this auto spinning hula hoop, I feel that being able to count the number of times is just not that big of a deal to me. But to the people out there that do want to count their spins, then this smart hula hoop may not be the one for you. Another big difference between these products right here is the sizing and the adjustability. How big do these units get? And when talking about sizing, I want to show you an edited clip from my review of this auto spinning hoop. Now, a downside to this hoop right here is that it only came with a few connector pieces to attach to the hoop to make it bigger. So I'm gonna go ahead, put this back on here, and I'm gonna attach all the remaining pieces that came with this hoop. So here's what this hoop looks like with all the pieces connected. Right now, I do have my gut sticking out to keep this up. As you can see from that clip right there, this auto spinning hula hoop does not get that big in size. But compared to this smart hula hoop right here, when I add all the pieces to it, I did find that it does get bigger than the other auto spinning hoop. Here's what this smart hoop looks like when I have all the pieces attached. And if I go ahead and kind of bend my body here, you can kind of see that there is a gap. Even though this smart hula hoop appears to be the winner in the sizing category, I do still feel like it does have some sizing limitations. This smart hoop does come with extra pieces already, but I would like to see it come with even more pieces, or at the very least, I'd like to see some extra attachments sold separately that you could buy for this smart hoop. Another difference between these two models, if you look at the construction of the hoop here and you notice this circular part, when I try to bend it together like this, notice how much this circle part bends. When I compare it to this smart hoop here, check out the bendability and flexibility of this thing. It feels like I can just really easily bend this in many different ways. And if I take this apart, look how much I can stretch this thing out. And then I can also coil this smart hoop up fairly tightly as well. But just look at the overall flexibility of the body of this smart hoop. And if I take apart this auto spinning hoop right here, more or less, this is the furthest I feel I can bend the sides of this auto spinning hoop without breaking this thing. So this just kind of gives you an idea of the flexibility and bendability of this auto spinning hoop. And considering all the different shapes and sizes of different bodies out there, I do feel like having a less rigid, more form-fitting smart hoop may be a better option for a lot of people out there. Another comparison between these two products I want to look at is their appearance. Personally speaking, when I look at smart hula hoops and auto spinning hoops in general, I do feel like they look a little strange and kind of funny to me. But if I had to choose which unit looks better between these two, I would go with this smart hula hoop right here. But that's just my opinion on the matter. Which one do you think looks better? Get down to the comments section and let me know. Another nice feature about this smart hula hoop right here, I do feel like the build quality of this smart hula hoop is better. It feels like I can just spin this weight around for a really long time. Whereas the build quality to this auto spinning hoop feels to be more on the poor side. And when I take this weight and spin it around my body, what tends to happen is eventually that weight just will stop and get stuck like that. Whereas this smart hula hoop right here, I have yet to have the experience of that weight spinning around and then it just abruptly stopping like it does with the other auto spinning hula hoop. Something else I want to add, even though this smart hula hoop here feels like it was built better than this auto spinning hoop, I do want to acknowledge that when looking at this thing, it does appear to be mainly made of plastic. I haven't really done too many tests with this smart hula hoop, so it would be interesting to see what the long-term durability of this smart hula hoop is. I have an update. So since the footage of me using this auto spinning hula hoop in this clip right here, I made a discovery and I want to share it with you. When I had this higher up on my body, when I would spin that weight around, it seemed like having it in this position right here, I was more likely to experience those abrupt stops. Is if I position this auto spinning hoop lower on my body like this, I have found that if I spin that weight around, it does seem like I can get a lot more spins. Here's a demonstration. As you can see, that weight appears to be spinning a lot more smoothly around. It also seems to be going a lot faster. But here's a problem I feel that I'm encountering right now when having this auto spinning hoop lower on my body is it doesn't feel as comfortable. Currently, this orange support piece right here feels awkward. Even if I go ahead and reposition the orange support piece so that it's more in the middle of my body, I feel like this is an awkward position as well, but I'm gonna try it anyways and give it a spin. So when I spin that weight around, it feels like that orange support piece is just gravitating to the side again and not really staying in the center. Now, unfortunately, after I took this auto spinning hoop off my body, this thing broke. Here is a closer look at the break in my auto spinning hoop. I think the breaking of this auto spinning hoop right here can speak to the build quality of this thing. With that said, I believe we have a clear winner. This smart hula hoop I thought performed much better than this auto spinning hoop. Bah! And if you want to know more about this smart hula hoop right here, such as where I bought this thing, check the description of this video.
The smart hula hoop is a smart hula hoop. It's part of the family, the hula hoop family.
In the words of Yoda, the smart hula hoop is wise. Stupid, it is not.
I think that was a success.
Oh!